Hey, everybody, what's going on? Let's make sure this thing is live before we get started. Uh, can't check. Yep, we are live. What's up, everybody? So, I hope this audio sounds good. Trying to get everything right, but wanted to come on here real quick. It's been a while since I've done a Facebook Live, and I have some new things kind of in the works, and we'll share that with you all as well as I wanted to just come on and kind of talk to you guys. I guess this message is mainly for my um, my entrepreneur friends. I don't like how this sounds. I'm gonna have to adjust this mic when we're done. But this is mainly, I guess, for my entrepreneur um, Facebook friends and people that have businesses, side hustles, whatever you want to call them. They're putting out content, and I'm not gonna say that you're struggling, but you're at a point where you kind of want more. And you know, over the years, I've kind of had this thought, and I've gone back and forth on it. I've shared it on these lives before, but a lot of us are putting our businesses in the hands of these social media companies. And if you've been on Facebook for any amount of time and you have been running a business, you know the frustrating things that have happened when they change the algorithm or they just make any type of adjustment. And so, one of the things that we need to be mindful of is how to control our own narratives, how to control our own media, and how we can better perform and show up. So, over the last year, one of the biggest things that has taken place has been video, whether it's been uploaded video, live video, whatever the case may be. Um, Video has been doing tremendous, no matter if it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, especially, and LinkedIn, right? But the problem is a lot of us are still putting our content in one place, and that's on your social media platform of choice. I want to talk about that real quick. So, when it comes to um, your content, I think as business owners, you need to own it, right? You can't depend on Mark Zuckerberg to properly store your content, to make sure nothing ever happens to your content, to make sure everybody views your content. Excuse me. You have to be the one to take the onus and take responsibility to make sure that as a business owner that you're nurturing this content and it's doing everything that you need to do. And a lot of times that starts with having your own platform, which is a website. Now, I know that's kind of taboo to talk about in today's world, but when you have a website, you own the content, right? You're in control of it. You're in control of the look and feel. Because here's what a lot of people don't really understand, and that is you can upload your pictures, you can upload your videos, whatever it is, but it's still within Facebook or still within Instagram. So there's, besides the actual media itself, besides the video and the picture itself, there's really no way for you to stand out in the marketplace, right? It really does look like everyone else. So having a website is important because it's going to help you to establish your identity and to help your clients to understand who you are and what it is that you're offering to them. And we always say that people purchase and do work with people who they know, who they like, and who they trust. The best way that you can distinguish yourself is to have your own platform in which you can control that look and feel and have your clients actually feel like they know who you are and not just seeing some random post on Facebook. So let's talk about one of the types of content that we will load to a website or to our social media platforms, and that's video. With cell phones, ever since the iPhone came out and then Samsung and everybody else started playing the game, the quickest way to get video out is just grab your phone. I always tell people use the rear camera, but grab your phone, shoot your content, and get it up there. If that's all you have, that's all you have. You work with what you have. However, especially over the last year and what happened with 2020 is that so many people started doing it. If you looked in your feed, now you see all of this different content. And so as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, your goal is to figure out how you can start to stand out, right? How you can start to make inroads and be the person that, like I said, stands out. The quickest way to do that is to up the quality of your content, whether it's through your camera, whether it's through your lighting, etc. We're going to talk about lighting here really quick. Now, yeah, you always see people saying start with what you have and just go with that. That's fine. I agree wholeheartedly with that notion. However, it does become a point in time where you have to realize that business, entrepreneurship, it's a competitive game, and part of that competitive game and part of that competitive advantage is always showing up looking your best. And so when it comes to video, you're going to have to get to a point where you're going to be willing to make an investment in your camera, your lighting, your audio. All of that comes into play. You don't have to do it to get started, but after you get started and when the means become available, you really need to start looking at that. So let's talk about light real quick. I guess a lot of comments on I got some stuff going on in the background, so y'all got to excuse me, but I get a lot of comments on particularly my setup, right? On Facebook, especially. I haven't really been posting on YouTube lately, even though this video may go there. But I always get a lot of comments on my setup. I take pride in showing up on Zoom calls that I run or that even I'm a guest on and looking at the gallery view and knowing that my video feed is going to actually stand out, right? Because you take those extra steps to make sure that you always show up in the marketplace and look your best, right? So you don't always have to start off with keep in mind, even when I was building my camera kit and the gear setups I had with that, I started off with one piece of gear, then I moved to two pieces of gear, and it just built over time. That's why I tell people you can go cheaper with a lot of things, but if you invest in quality, it will last you for years, and therefore you don't feel like you have to buy everything at one time. So when you look even at this particular setup here, I've got background lights, I've got hair lights, I've got multiple lights in front of me, right? And it's all, every light is doing something different. I don't just have lights on. Everything is key, and this office that I have here, and everything is not even on yet, but I set it up to be custom, to be able to dial it in. If I'm doing a video for this, I'm doing a video for that, I can kind of change my looks, right? So that's just being advanced where I am now. But a lot of I see people when they're doing their Zoom streams and stuff like that, they're almost like in the dark. Like they don't have any front light. They don't have, they're not near a window or anything. And you have to begin to ask yourself, is that a correct way to show up in the marketplace, right? Is this good? Like if you were to have to present your product or service to a potential customer and you as a business owner, you showed up like that, does it give and because this is what it's all about, does it give your customer or your potential customer the confidence to purchase from you, right? Because you best believe they're seeing other content where people have their stuff curated, they had their stuff looking good, it's lit well, it sounds good. So these are the things that you are competing against. So you have to ask yourself, if someone were to see you and you're kind of in a regular lit room, but you don't have any light on your face, so you're kind of almost like in a shadow, they can hear you, but they can't really see you and make that personal connection where they purchase from you. If they are scrolling in their social feeds and they see your video, is your video of the quality that will make them want to slow down and see what it is that you have to say? Because most of the times when people are scrolling, the video is on pause. The video's on mute. So what's going to make them click unmute? Is it going to be, oh, I just know this person, let me see what they have to say? That could be the case. Or if you're showing up and you're looking good, like, wow, look at this video, their stuff looks good. What are they talking about? They don't even have to know you, and they'll click unmute to listen to what it is that you have to say. So all of these things become important when we look at how to really up our social media game and how to show up in the marketplace. So one of the things I've done, especially over the pandemic, I have been working with entrepreneurs to up their presence online, whether it's from just lighting, audio, camera equipment. That's the trifecta that you have to have when you're producing content for online, whether you're uploading video or whether you are just broadcasting online. I'm not gonna sit up here and even pretend like I spent $50 on my setup because I didn't. It's been built over time, and it's something that I've invested in. But that's the thing, I've invested in it. I didn't buy it all at one time. I would buy a piece. First of all, I established a space that I wanted to have, a space that I wanted to set up, and I called my office/studio. So I established that space, and then I began to figure out the looks that I wanted, right? And then I began to figure out what it would take to accomplish that. So I would buy this piece or I buy that piece. I didn't just throw everything in a shopping cart and just buy it. It's just like my camera gear. Everything that I have serves a purpose. I don't have anything in here that's just on or anything that's just does not have a purpose. And that's what I try all of the clients that we've been working with over the last year to up their game as far as their online video presence. It's been the same thing. It's like, what is it that you need? What message is it that you're trying to get across to your potential client, right? And so we begin to build those different sets out according to that. So yes, I have multiple lights, but my understanding of lighting, I've been a professional photographer now for over 20 years. My understanding of lighting, I knew that when I showed up, I wanted, in some situations, and I don't even have it set right now, I wanted to kind of almost look 3D kind of in a way. I wanted to really stand out in people's social feeds. That's why, for instance, I'm in a darker environment because most people don't have dark mode turned on their phones, so their page is, white or light gray or something like that. And I knew something like this would really stand out in the feed, right? So one of the things that we've done is we work with our clients over the last year, got a lot of them going to the point where they're able to confidently sell and promote what it is that they're doing online. And like I said, we've done that through audio, we've done that through lighting, and we've done that through cameras, right? So I am excited because we've taken the information that we already had, we've taken the information that we've been able to apply to our clients, and we are launching our first course, right? And this course is going to be a piece of a bigger course that's going to come out in the future. But I figured, a lot of entrepreneurs are like me. I just want to do it myself, right? I could hire somebody to come in and set it up, but I want to be able to do this because if I hire somebody to come in and do my recordings and to get me right, then I have to be able to shoot on their time frame. I've got to be on a set schedule with them. But if I have the ability to produce my own content, to show up in the marketplace to the best of my ability, if I had the ability to do that, it would really bring a lot of time freedom to me. I just need to know how to get started and how to begin to enhance my presence online. So instead of jumping in with audio gear and camera gear initially, we decided that we would do a course on light, right? And so this course is currently being developed. And what we've done is we have released a waiting list for you if you're interested in upping your lighting game. If this is like, you know what, Troy, look, I got to get better, right? I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've been seeing YouTube videos, I've been seeing Facebook videos, even Instagram videos, and I've seen how people have upped their game and how their stuff looks good. I got to figure out how I can get my stuff to the next level. I believe that technically I can do it. I just need to be put in the right direction. Then this course is definitely going to be for you. What we're asking everybody to do while we're developing and finishing the course, go to the link. It's on the screen right here, clarkbailey.net/light. You'll see right there where you can just put your first name and email address in. And what's going to happen is as soon as the course is ready to be launched, as soon as we launch it, we're going to send out a notification to everybody that's on that waiting list, so you can be the first to be notified that the course is actually live. It's going to be very affordable. You don't have to worry about anything like that. But I do believe it's going to give a lot of you all a leg up in your marketplace. It's going to help a lot of you all to really figure out. And you're going to be surprised at some of the tips and tricks that we're going to share with you guys as far as video lighting. It's going to really help you understand how people are able to achieve those looks and how you yourself can achieve those looks on a really nominal budget. All right. So that's it. That is what I wanted to kind of share with you guys today. I'm excited about this. This is our first course. We're not learning this for the first time. I mean, this is stuff, whether you're talking about photography, whether you're talking about video, and particularly this is video, the lighting principles are very similar, right? So we're not just coming up with something and we're brand new to this. Like I said, this has been over 20 years of developing and gaining the knowledge, and now we're kind of packaging it up and putting it out there for entrepreneurs to understand how to properly light their video content. All right. So if you're interested, getting on the waiting list, we don't know the date. It's not going to be way out in the future, but we don't have an exact date of when the course is going to launch. But as soon as we do, we'll start putting that information out. And whoever is on that waiting list, you'll be the first to be notified as soon as our course, which is self-entitled Light. We kept it simple. I was going to try to come up with some fancy name and all that, but wasn't worth it. So the course is just called Light. All right. If you're interested in getting on the waiting list, go to that link that's on your screen right now. You'll get on the waiting list and we'll notify you as soon as it comes out. If you guys have any questions, always let me know. Drop them in the comments and we'll get your answer. All right. You guys take care.